Hi there, I'm Matthew David Hurtado, and I'm the CEO of Complete Ascentials, the Minister of Allowing. And I want to talk to you about energy, primarily about the loss of energy through what's commonly known as chronic fatigue. Now, keep in mind when you watch this, I'm speaking to you as a reverend and a minister and someone who's been there, done that. This is not medical advice, and the purpose of this is not to heal, prevent, treat, cure, or diagnose a disease. That's my disclaimer. So going forward, I'll tell you quickly how this all came to pass for me. I'm talking about chronic fatigue and how I completely overcame it. Now, 2008, I started to get sick. 2009, I ended up bedridden. I found out I had Lyme disease, and it took me two years to get a proper diagnosis, and it took 6 years to rebuild my body. But I train like a pro athlete today, and I did it. And I want to show you some of the secrets I learned about chronic fatigue. There were a lot of good therapies out there that I discovered, from Mickle therapy to reverse therapy to the lightning process, and I took all of them. And I want to tell you some of the key highlights that you can look at if you want to distill this down to the simplest form. The first thing I look at whenever I have a fatigue state of being is conflicts, unexpected emotional shocks. This comes from the work of German New Medicine, Dr. Halmer's research. The brain orders 5 conflicts when you have what they call chronic fatigue. So number 1 is direction, as in you lost your direction. Number 2 is displacement, you feel displaced out of your environment. Number 3 is you feel a sense of powerlessness, like you can't overcome it. Number 4 is their liquid or survival, as in like my money, how am I going to keep myself afloat, etc. And then number 5 is self-devaluation. So the brain has to order all 5 of these conflicts in order to present itself as the shutdown of the energy system in the body. And it's described as the lost sheep. So when the sheep loses its flock in the animal kingdom, it has to lay down and it gets chronic fatigue, basically. Because what happens is it lost its way, it lost its purpose. And that's also the spiritual root, is a loss of purpose. And so when it finds its flock, in terms of when it hones in and it knows its flock is nearby, it gets right back up and its energy comes back, okay? Now what's important is that if you downplay one of these conflicts, it can be very simple to restore the energy right back to the body, okay? And that works for me oftentimes. So if you feel powerless about it, then maybe you just need a training skill, and I'll talk to you about that, called self-entrainment technique, something you can do with your physiology to change your state of being. All right. Now, the next thing is we will talk about, the body itself, deficiencies and toxicities. Raymond Francis, in his book Never Be Sick Again, talks about how all disease is cellular malfunction caused from 2 things, deficiencies and toxicities in the body. Well, what I discovered was minerals are the highest hierarchy of the, vitamin nutraceutical kingdom, because without minerals, we don't absorb anything, vitamins, etc. Hormones don't work properly. Proteins, don't absorb properly. We need to have minerals at the highest, minerals and enzymes up here. That's the work of the late Dr. Fred Bell. And Dr. Joel Wallach calls minerals the currency of life. So at Monatomia, monatomia.com, you can click through there and watch my story and check out some of the minerals that I use that have helped me, get to where I'm at today, training like a pro athlete twice a day at age 42. I'm in better condition than I was when I was in my 20s. And keep in mind, I've been through chronic fatigue, I've been through PTSD, I've been through being bedridden with Lyme disease. This is like firsthand experience for me, and I'm sharing it with you because I want you to see that there are other options out there and you're not, quote unquote, powerless, okay? Maybe I can help you downplay that powerlessness conflict right now. The next thing is I want to talk about the self-entrainment technique. This is something that I discovered, and it's a hybrid of a couple different techniques. And these are very, very successful in getting the mind-body connection to, snap back into alignment with, a time in your life when you had energy. In other words, when you're doing something with low energy, chances are your physiology reports it. You are slouching. You are in a conditioned state of being. Now, we can also change that state of being, and that state of being can be changed to the point where we can snap out of it, literally, like snap ourselves right out of it and restore our, high, vibrant state of well-being. Believe it or not, you have a lot more power over this than you might assume. So these are some keys. Go ahead and text the word energy. Just text the word energy to 608-530-6658. And I have a longer presentation for you. Well, I'll really get into this and I'll share with you in detail so you can get more hope, more inspiration, and I'll really just lay it all out for you, and hopefully you'll find your way through to permanent recovery like I did. God bless and take care.
I'm Chris with Complete Ascentials. Do you want to feel your best every day? Not sure what vitamins or supplements to use? Minerals are the currency of life. Minerals are the most important fuel our bodies require. Without minerals, vitamins cannot work. Shockingly, most people are deficient because our food supply lacks what we need. Discover the fuel your body needs to get moving again and reap the life-changing benefits. Our free Mineral Secrets course, Monotomia, is the answer. Health means everything, so go to monotomia.com and get the info now.